been brought to my attention sometime, I'd say around 2 weeks ago, maybe a little more, that you have one of these Negroes here on YouTube making a video. And, I won't hold back. I will tell you the name of who I'm talking about. It's pretty much trash talking me. You made 2 videos, but I'm going to address one. And I don't know how many of you know of this monkey. Some of y'all might have seen this ape. I mean, he's pretty insignificant, so if you don't know who he is, it's well understandable why that's the case. But this Negro goes by the name of Mike Mills. But I believe, as a matter of fact, what I will start referring to you as is the abominable sausage. Because when you look at him, he indeed looks like a sausage. Now, what I want people to realize is when I say I'm going to start referring to a lot of these black men as feminists, these are some of the typical traits of what I'm talking about. And when you look at some of these people, I mean, do y'all see some of the people that sit around and have the audacity to make these goofy videos talking about me and other people every chance they get? And what I'm trying to figure out, Mike Glaze, is how do you sit up talking about other people looking the way you look? How do you have the nerve to talk about another man, be it the hideous beast that you are? How do you have the audacity to sit on camera talking shit about other people with your fat, discombobulated, disgusting looking self? I mean, I've never seen nothing like this in my life. I mean, this is the same guy who sits around making countless videos talking about other popular male YouTubers, sitting up on camera looking like a puddle of melted shit. But yet and still you have the audacity to sit around here talking about other people time and time again. I mean, this makes absolutely no goddamn sense. But to give you a little understanding of what you can encounter with this monkey, is not only will he find himself sitting around with his fat, disgusting looking self making videos talking shit about you, but when you decide to finally address these videos that he's running off at the mouth, talking about you, saying whatever he can possibly think of, he will now find himself coming to your comment thread, flooding your comment thread and plastering your comment thread with all sorts of bullshit. I mean, this is the same man that sits up on video telling another man, "Oh, I seen what your TV look like." I mean, what kind of stupid ass sits up saying this shit? If that's not enough, this is the same guy that if you finally decide to address his goofy ass on the comment thread, and now when you dig into his case, he's going to find himself getting so emotional that he will proceed to issue threats. This is what he does. I mean, this tells you you're dealing with an emotional, unstable, weak-ass lame. There's no other way I can say this. And these are the same guys, and it's like, you think about it, it's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then here are some of the things that he'll say to me on a comment thread, or what he has said to me. Is, well, how do you consider yourself an intellectual when you work in a boiler room? These are videos that he has made to me in the past. He's also left comments on my comment thread saying, "Show me what your house looks like. I dare you." I mean, what the fuck is wrong with these? Are you serious? And if that's not enough, this is the same Negro that will not only sit around making all these videos trash talking me, talking shit about me in the comment section, but then turn around and then make comments giving me a shout out, make videos in support of me. I mean, this is what you spend your time doing. And this is going to fall all into the same stupid shit you've been saying in one of your stupid ass videos. But just a little further more deep insight on some of the shit he says. This is the same puddle of stretched out, melted shit that will sit his monkey ass on camera. Saying, well, how do you consider yourself an intellectual? Here you are, a self-proclaimed intellectual. And how do you consider yourself to be an intellectual when you curse and use profanity in your videos? That's strike one. For starters, until you can point to me, a man or a woman that has been living as long as I have, a grown-ass adult that has never used not one word of profanity, then don't come to me with that bullshit. The fact that you Negroes are the same group that will use that and try to discredit somebody's position, even though you use it yourself, I mean, stop that shit. It makes absolutely no goddamn sense. But now the next thing. When have I ever stated to be an intellectual? And even if I did, what I want to know, and this is what people have even told this ape on his comment thread of his videos. What does his job occupation have to do with him being an intellectual? I mean, that right there makes no fucking sense. And even though they would tell your stupid black ass this shit, you still can't get it. But just for the record, even though time and time again, I have stated this, and if you've been watching my videos, you would know this. And we know your fat sloppy ass watches my videos, be it the fan that you are. And I've stated this time and time again, that I never claim to be an intellectual. I don't consider myself to be an intellectual. But every chance you get, you weak ass Negroes are running around putting these words in my mouth, things that I've never said. Now, once again, I find this funny, coming from a man who sits around and he will have the audacity to talk about other people. And now you would say, well, how can you call black men effeminate when you exhibit effeminate traits yourself? And your means of saying that I exhibit effeminate traits is by meeting up with Tommy Sotomayor to make a YouTube video. Even though you was the same person giving me credit on that video. Okay, let's run with that. And here's some of the things that you say. Well, you know, you were really giddy in this video. You were carrying his microphone. You were carrying his bags. You took selfies with his mic. Am I lying? Tell me I'm lying. This is what you would say, knowing that you're completely full of shit. And this is what we're dealing with. And then when you wonder why you have no credibility and nobody takes your fat, sloppy looking ass seriously, looking like fucking Slimer from Ghostbusters, these are the reasons why. Because if I asked you to show me a screenshot, a video clip, a link, where I took a selfie with another man's mic in my face, you couldn't do it. And the question is, with all these things that you said, damn, I wonder where I was at while all this was going on. Because I sure as hell would love to see it. And this is what goes on amongst many people, and they're just people who think like you. This is what y'all say. Since you have no substance to bring to the argument or to the table, well, you know, you were giddy. Even though this is coming from the same man that made YouTube videos trashing me on one minute, and then the next minute turning around making videos giving me shout-outs. Giving me shout-outs in the comment section and giving me shout-outs in other people's videos, and they've called you out on this. So where the hell do you stand with all this, Mike Glaze? Because you ain't making no goddamn sense. But for the record, I'll go ahead and I'll show you something. The bags that I was carrying, does this look familiar? You see, this is not Tommy Sotomayor's bag. This is my shit. Just like I wasn't carrying none of his belongings. He had his shit, and I got mine. As a matter of fact, I'll go as far as to open up the bag and show you exactly what I keep in the bag. And this is just one of my camcorders. This is the camcorder that I predominantly use for going outside and filming videos outside. Yeah, you see it has a movable lens for, focusing or stabilization. And this is the latest camcorder from Sony that was sold throughout last year of 2013. They got better ones out now. That camcorder, in addition to this camcorder, which I'm recording on now, and I use this one for indoor purposes. So that right there debunks your entire argument and the little goofy, stupid ass shit you say. And once again, it proves and shows you're a bona fide dumbass. You can't put together a rational argument. You can't thoroughly debunk what somebody's saying. So this is why you run around talking little silly, goofy shit, cracking stupid ass jokes the way you do. Because you're a man that doesn't, you just... Like I said, the best way I could sum you up is you're a feminist. You're a feminist. Because you don't exhibit confident characteristics. Once again, this comes from the same guy that makes a YouTube video talking about another man saying, oh, I seen that TV in your house. You fucking serious? Dude, you're a stan. You got one dude that flashes big bills on camera, and now your fat, sloppy, goofy ass is running around doing the same shit. Dude, you're a fucking stan. But now, you would ask me, why would I go ahead or go as far as to meeting up with another popular YouTuber if it doesn't involve financial gain? Did you do it for fans? For views? For likes? This is what you would say. And with that statement, I throw this one back at you. What you're saying is like bringing sand to the fucking beach. Of course, you're too stupid to comprehend what I'm trying to explain to your monkey ass right now. So I'll go ahead and furthermore break it down. That would make more sense if I was on your level. But as far as views and likes, I mean, every video that I put out thus far gets views, it gets likes, I mean, fans, I mean, come on. Stop it, dude. Stop it. You see, I've had people watching my videos since the first year that I've been on YouTube. And I didn't need to run around putting other popular people's names in my videos to get people to come look at my stupid ass shit. No, this is what you do. Which also explains why you put goofy, stupid ass music and visual effects and nonsense to attempt to carry your half-ass fucking video. And even though it still fails, this is what you do. Because a person like you does what they do because they have no fucking talent. You don't have a voice that actually grasps people's attention to get them to listen to what you're saying. You see, you can sit here and look at one of my videos, and what you're going to find is an HD video and me saying what I got to say for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes fucking straight. And I'll have an audience sitting back watching the video. Your stupid monkey ass can't sit up and say that looking like the puddle of melted shit, be it the hideous beast that you are. You can't do the same. Because people already understand that you're a man who has no integrity. You exhibit characteristics of a bitch. This is another reason why you have all of these people here on YouTube mopping and scraping your ass all over fucking YouTube clowning you. As a matter of fact, I listened to a radio show and you had a female. And this female was clowning and just publicly embarrassed your stupid ass, dude. And here you are as a man getting talked over, getting emotional, cursing, calling her out a name. But you want to talk about what I say on YouTube and what I say in these videos. But you can't even have a discussion with a woman without her dancing and running laps around your stupid black ass and making a fucking fool out of you. You're so stupid a damn 2-year-old can run laps around your fat, sloppy, disgusting looking self. Negro, sit your fat, discombobulated ass down somewhere before you ever decide to have the audacity to sit up and talk about somebody else. But if we're going to run around saying, well, am I doing what I'm doing for fans, even though I already have a fan base, even though I already have an audience, and this ain't to brag about nothing, but if you're going to run with that argument, you have to at least make fucking sense out of it. That would make more sense for a person who has a larger audience than me to sit up and say that shit. You, on the other hand, can't say that. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. And that would make sense if you were saying that to a man who didn't get views on his videos. But you, on the other hand, I mean, the overall point I'm trying to make is not about sounding better than anybody else. What I'm saying is the argument, it has no structure. Just like I say these Negroes don't have any structure, it has no valid foundation. This is why it sounds completely ridiculous. But now if we're going to run around saying this, that I'm doing what I did what I did for fans and views, then one might be able to say the same about you, Mike Lays. Putting other popular YouTubers' names in your title every chance you get, my name included. This comes from the same man who has dedicated an entire channel to talking about Tommy Sotomayor. Wow. I mean, what does that say about you? What are you doing that for? For YouTube views? For fans? Publicity? Likes? What are you doing it for? Because, and it's funny, because you would sit up and say this and say what me meeting up with this man is an effeminate trait, but this comes from the same abominable sausage that would sit his fat ass down and make all these videos talking about this man. And this is how we know this is true, because you have a consistent pattern of doing this shit. 1 minute you're trash talking me, the next minute you're giving me shout outs and videos. I mean, seriously, dude. I mean, where do you stand with all this shit? Where the fuck is your integrity? You don't have it as a man. You're a follower. This is why you copy and mimic what other people do here on YouTube. But now, shortly after making all of these videos that you've taken down, by the way, even the videos where you've given me shout outs, you deleted them, by the way. Shortly after making those videos and talking about Tommy Sotomayor, every chance you got, making videos talking about this man, you now find your fat, disgusting, hideous, discombobulated self now calling into this man's radio show. And after he pimp smacks you on that radio show, be it the bitch-made Negro that you are, you would proceed to tell him, you know, I just wanted to apologize to you, Tommy. I really wanted to say that I agree with you, Tommy. This is you. You. So, I mean, now, once again, if I did what I was doing for likes and views and publicity and popularity and fame, if me doing that was a matter of polishing his mic, what does that say about you? I mean, people, they got the audio clips for people to listen to. What does it say about you? Being a whole-ass Negro, getting bitch-macked, and even after this dude, you know, you apologized and told him you agree with him, and he still hung up the phone to your stupid black ass. What does it say about you? Are you serious? I mean, you're not making any goddamn sense. And for that right there and that reason alone, I have to classify you as a whole-ass Negro. A gutless, spineless, steamed-up lame who doesn't have no integrity, none whatsoever. This is another reason why anybody can run laps around your stupid black ass. I can see why it's so easy for somebody like me to get into your damn skin. Because you're a bona fide fucking idiot. There ain't no other way I can say this. Oh, and then on another note, I do understand that you have been making some videos back and forth toward new possibilities. And I find it funny because you said something or referenced him as something or referenced his channel name and called him New Pussabilities. Pussability. Let me say it right. And I find that funny because, you know, this comes from the same man that says, you know, you're always trying to mimic somebody. Okay, if you want to run with that, that's fine. But now, what were you doing right there when you called him New Pussabilities? I mean, it's funny how the same group of Negroes who run around saying this shit, y'all run around using language, insults, and verbiage of the same people that y'all are constantly making videos talking down upon. Like when you run around saying low frequency and low brain capacity, where did you get that from? You got that from me. Just like when you run around using a microcosm. I mean, I have not heard you Negroes use these terms thus far. Where are you getting this from? Just like when you call new possibility, new puss. Where did you get that from? Because it's funny. It is very funny. Because I've only heard one man refer to him as new puss. And that's David Carroll. So now, once again, where are you getting these terms from? Because we know you're not that creative. You don't have that kind of talent to make people laugh in that capacity. No. But now, if what I did by simply meeting up with a man makes me effeminate, then what does it say about you? And behind all of the ass backwards and the back and forth and the dick riding that you do, would it be any surprise? Would it be past or a stretch of the imagination for somebody to consider or think that if a popular YouTuber came to your city or state, that you would have no problem meeting up with them, shining them off, glazing them off, be it the hoe-ass Negro that you are? Because you have a history and you have a consistency pattern that states otherwise. I know you don't like this, and I really don't have any intentions on wasting my time going back and forth with you because you're completely irrelevant. But I'll give you just a little bit. Because at the end of the day, if you've watched this channel before, you realize this channel is in the defense of those who think logic and those who make sense.